Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Burning Truth.
You had one job, Nath. One job!
Well, you had one job last week and it only lasted 20 minutes. Fucking my Adventures in Benidorm lasted longer than one of your episodes.
One job! Do an introduction.
My Adventures in Spain last longer than you doing an episode.
I don't want to bore them to death.
My pint lasted longer than you trying to do an episode on your own. I came back this week.
What, you simmered?
I came back Wednesday. I rang him. Wanted to check everything's going well. And he's like, I'm so glad you're back, matey. So glad you're back. You are like my sanity.
Matey! Matey.
Matey.
What the hell's that? Never mind. Well, anyway, as you can tell, we're back.
He's missed me.
Both of us. Unfortunately, the hitmen that I hired failed.
Yeah, they were a bit paralytic
So
by the time I was done.
I may need to get a refund.
You didn't go for the Acme ones, did you? I can imagine you and Wile E. Coyote working together.
Well, you said there was a great deal on them.
There is. They just don't work.
Damn it. I hope I get refunds.
No refunds.
There will be.
But no, I'm back. So, right next to me is the battered, the bruised. He couldn't win a wrestling match if his life depended on it.
Hang on, I won 2 weeks ago.
No, Tommy Taylor won 2 weeks ago. You just rode the coattails.
Boo!
Who got the pin?
Both.
Who got the pin?
Both.
Who got the pin?
Both.
Who made the pin? Who was on top of the other guy when the referee counted 1, 2, 3?
Both.
No, you weren't.
I'm not saying anything.
Tell the audience the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I was on top of my guy and he was on top of his. Just mine was outside the ring.
So, Tommy Taylor carried you to victory.
No, he didn't. And besides, at the last show, which was yesterday, cut me some slack.
Yeah, you just ran into a tank.
I got hit by a bloody truck.
I was expecting you to come out with that there's no Iron Team.
Huh?
With the Tommy Taylor. You know, I was expecting you to come back to me and going, there's no Iron Team.
Oh, I wouldn't dare say that to you because I know you. You are that vindictive. You'd find a way.
Yeah, but well, I would because there's a me in team.
There you go. So I was already ahead of him. Carry on.
Now I've introduced you, the malicious one, Matt, the maniacal Burns.
And as I've been introduced, shall we carry on? Nah, I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see across from me. Next to me is the man who has returned from his destinies afar, from his, how do I say, your fun times.
Yeah, I conducted a few confessionals.
As usual.
I had the right attire this time.
Yes, he did. Her father. The only problem is, I'm just wondering how many times you actually tried to get people to donate. Anyway, this right here next to me, he is the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
Yeah, so we're back. While I've been away, some interesting things have happened. I haven't had time to fully catch up on the last week's events. Just to be the one which I decide to go away, everything interesting happens.
No kidding. As I covered last week, which we had the Triple H in ICW. We've got Chris Jericho in the
How about the WWE Championship changing hands for the first time in 14 years on SmackDown?
Yeah, that too.
How about the Shield losing the tag team titles on Raw?
That too. There's plenty happening. And if I'm not mistaken...
And John Cena being announced as the 5th member of Team SmackDown.
What happened to the original plans? And where's Roman? Wasn't Roman meant to be on Raw's team? Instead, who have we got in his place? Jason Jordan.
It could have been worse.
Go on.
It could have been Alex Riley.
Yeah, but you'd have to say it to his
It
face.
could have been Enzo Amore.
No. No. No, no, no. Don't even get me on that. Do not get me on that subject again. This week. Do not. And you full well know why.
But the 1 week outside go away, WWE decides to take their playbook and go, oh, fuck this for a week. Let's go outside the box.
If I'm not mistaken, they decided to do a big, massive debut, didn't they?
I wouldn't call it a big, massive debut. It was
Well,
a big
to us.
debut in the UK.
Yeah, it's a big debut in the UK for us. It's interesting. And they balls it up. Why?
Have they balls it up?
No, they actually messed up the original entrance.
Go on.
And the mess up was Kurt Angle was coming out.
Yeah.
Why not play his music? Then do the surprise.
Well, someone would have got fired for that.
The only person would be is possibly Cornette's nemesis.
Vince Russo.
No, the other one. With his bug teeth. The one with the name Dunn.
Okay, good old Kevin Dunn.
Single line, this one. And the person that we're on about is Pete Dunne, 2 hands. He made the UK champion, the WWE UK champion, made his debut on Raw. I will say, good showing, smacking around Enzo.
Now, I've got a problem with the debut.
Go on.
Why should the UK champion smack around the Cruiserweight champion?
No idea. It's what followed that disappointed me.
But where does the benefit in that come from? Wouldn't it have made more sense for him to squash someone like a James Ellsworth or someone like that?
True, I agree with what you're saying, but they wanted to do like a big shock surprise, and do take into account Enzo was still getting punished at the same time. So after they did what they did, by having Pete Dunne come out, what happened on the next night?
The Cruiserweight division
Yeah,
and the UK division
yeah,
merged.
yeah. Well, not entirely.
Well, it felt like it merged.
It felt like it merged. Most of them are on the 205. And what happened on that? Enzo decided to run down all of the UK division and disrespected it.
Go on.
He insulted most of the guys, well, most of the faces. It's like he's called them to the Zoe show. The Zoe show. As much as I did like him when he was a face, I like his antics. I don't like when they are burying a UK division to put one guy over who's got heat in the locker room already.
The thing is, as a heel, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't what he's doing in his promos what he's supposed to do? Isn't that what you expect from your heels?
No, that's not the problem I have. I have no problem in getting heat. The problem I have isn't with... It's the way they are burying an entire division for him just to have what he's just done discarded immediately because he's got heat in the locker room.
Enzo's always going to have heat in the locker room. Did you see his UFC style promo outside?
Yes.
I don't think he really cares about what the locker room thinks. And in all fairness, that's a good place to be at. Because if he doesn't care what people think, he'll go out there and he'll do what's needed to be done.
True.
If you went to Enzo tomorrow, I need you to, say, module screwjob someone, he would do it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're the people you want in your locker room.
Unfortunately, it's a shame that everybody else in the locker room doesn't want him.
Well, they don't want him. So Enzo is like basically the Batman equivalent at the moment.
Oh, please don't do it. Don't you dare say that.
He isn't
Do
the
not
hero
say
we
that
want,
line!
but he is the hero we need.
Hero!
The saviour.
You need a reality check there. I don't think burying an entire division to debut is right.
Can it be salvaged?
But it's going to be extra work.
And?
Again.
There's 20 hours of programming a week.
That gets taken up by the Zone Show.
It doesn't all get taken up by the Zoe Show.
Well,
Only an hour.
Of Raw, then 205.
So 2 hours out of 20. Wow. The Rock and Austin used to take up 6 hours of programming a week.
At least they got the charisma. What?
The one thing you can't say is that Enzo Amore is lacking charisma.
Nah, I'm kidding with you. I'm not saying he's lacking charisma. I just feel as though him burying an entire division is a bit much. Especially when a lot of people are already suggesting that he's already buried the Cruiserweight division. Now he's burying the UK division.
He hasn't buried...
But No, I'm not... did I state that? I said other people? I don't think he's buried the Cruiserweight. I just feel as though him doing the Rush Joss and not getting any comeuppance or having it on the level playing field suits it.
He hasn't buried anything. So, and I understand where you're coming from. You're saying from where he is, it feels like he's just buried the UK division on their debut. Now, what happens if they have a traditional Survivor Series match and the UK division goes over?
They're not doing that.
If this week has taught you anything, we don't know what they've got planned for Survivor Series. They don't know
Enzo
what they've got
already
planned.
got a match.
Against?
Kalisto.
Right.
Already planned.
And Jinder Mahal was facing Brock Lesnar on Monday.
Yes.
And on Tuesday, he's not even on the card. Could you imagine that chat over the phone? Hi, Jinder. Just to let you know,
We think
do you remember that main event you were going to have with Brock Lesnar? Oh,
What?
yes. Well, you're not having it now. Okay, well, who have I got now? Well, you're watching it from backstage.
I don't know why. There's still another week. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
I'm expecting him to win it back.
Oh, I aren't.
Do you know why he's going to be winning it back?
Why?
He's already been announced in India. It's already been announced in India because someone has messed up the press release and accidentally in India.
When are they in India?
I know it's sometime after the Survivor Series.
Okay, so you can win it back after the Survivor Series. Not a
You
problem.
ready for this? I'll say 2-time champion. So, what?
No problem at all. He can win it back after the Survivor Series. Just as long as he doesn't have to be on the Survivor Series card.
So you don't think this prediction, what I'm about to mention to you right now, is going to happen?
Go on.
This week on SmackDown, this coming week, coming up, on SmackDown, he is going to use his rematch clause on SmackDown and win it back.
Do you know what I think could be good?
What?
If he used his rematch clause at Survivor Series Straight after he's faced Brock Lesnar.
Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like the Money in the Bank. Doesn't work like Money in the Bank. As much as that would be interesting, I can see him winning it back. Cheating, of course. Diabolically.
It'll be interesting to see what's coming along on that front.
Yeah.
But AJ Styles, first person to win the belt on SmackDown for 14 years.
Has it been that long?
2003 was the last time it changed hands on the SmackDown television show.
And who won it?
I can't tell you who won it.
Never mind. Interesting fact though. That it's been a long time.
14 years, and so on Raw it's changed hands before it's changed hands on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I think that's just to get people to go, you know what? Anything can happen on, and it's probably get a rating spike. It's a bit like with house shows. They never swapped like the belts over on house shows, and then when they went Madison Square Garden, AJ Styles wins the US title.
AJ Styles again. He strikes again. He has become the master of the
unexpected title win. What usually happens with these title wins? Well, you usually win them on a
on a big massive pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Nah, not happening today.
Yeah, I want mine on SmackDown Live. I want mine at a house show.
What? Never underestimate the predictability of the unpredictable.
Yeah, it's quite unique what he does.
Yeah, and it's special, and it makes the moments more special as well.
Speaking of titles, I'm going to go into a place where you don't want to go.
Where?
What's happened to Impact Wrestling's title?
Oh, good lord. Well, don't you mean the former GFW heavyweight?
I said Impact Wrestling.
I know you said Impact Wrestling. Why did you say Impact Wrestling?
Well, GFW and Impact Wrestling are no longer the same promotion.
No, why is that? Because, as previously mentioned, the entire buyout didn't actually occur. Did it? Didn't happen. And with Jeff Jarrett being kicked off and into rehab, it's no longer GFW. Well, the side plates will argue it at the very least.
What have they done to the belts?
Not much. It just... I'm finding this hard to actually say because I'm speechless over this fact.
Go on. Spit it out.
Right, just to get it out, this is how special, amazing, dedicated this heavyweight title is. They just stuck an Impact Wrestling sticker on the front of the GFW heavyweight title.
That is disgusting.
It's speechless.
Yeah, why? How'd you get away with that?
What makes it worse is, as much as I've seen other people actually do it, but they at least cover all areas of the belt.
Yeah.
Which, okay, some people can mock for it because, you know. But the difference is, at least they've gone out of the way to try and cover it all up to make it look unique in their own way. Where with Impact Wrestling, they've used one sticker on the front, on the main belt. The side plates, what did they say?
GFW.
Huh? What's wrong with that?
But if the two companies are split, doesn't that belt belong to Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. In a way, so does that mean is the other belt coming back? Are they doing some kind of switch again?
Well, technically they should, because Jeff Jarrett can claim
that belt.
And also, charges, because,
It's his belt.
yeah.
That's his company belt. That they've just stuck a label on. What the hell? Oh, it gets even worse. Before them.
Go on.
It gets worse. Have you heard who's just left?
Rockstar Spud.
Well, there's that. But I was going to say somebody else. But we'll get to Rockstar Spud in a minute.
James Storm's left.
Yes? Hebner.
Yeah, Earl Ebner.
You know why?
Go.
It's when he went Canada.
Right.
Right, guys. We don't want to use you on the show, on the shows in Canada. We're going to use Canadian referees.
Right.
So essentially, they just lost their payday.
Why would you take them all the way to Canada, though?
True. But if you've got the stars going with you, you want your senior officials, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if you wanted to use Canadian officials, wouldn't you have said to the blokes, right then, this date to this date, you're not needed, this is why, have a week off.
But they're supposedly contracted for certain dates, so many dates, and I think they were expecting a bit of a big payday with it being their big show. So it's like they've been doing it all year round, and then, oh, we don't need you now for your big payday. We're going to use some other referees in the area.
Oh no, I totally understand that, and it's wrong. But at least have the common decency to explain.
Agreed. It gets worse for them.
Go on.
They're hiring.
Go on.
Did you know they're hiring?
Well, they're hiring.
Do you know about this?
Go on.
They are hiring background fans.
What?
There is a ad to become an Impact fan. Basically,
There's ads. There's
Out
an
there.
ad for someone to go to Impact to pretend to enjoy that shit.
and be paid.
That's wrong.
When you got people paying to watch the show,
They deserve their money back.
what the hell? Either they deserve the money back or to be paid themselves.
Yeah. Like, if you've paid to watch that show, and then you're sitting next to someone and they go, well, they paid me to come watch this,
Yay!
I'd be pretty pissed off.
And what makes it worse is that there's an ad on Twitter by a temp company that are hiring people for hiring actors to play a extra role on Impact Wrestling. Really?
Have you mentioned the big debut?
Which big debut?
Chandler Park.
Alex, yeah. That's yours. That's yours.
So, coming in the next couple of weeks, Impact Wrestling's newest
Right.
independent
Spoiler
acquisition.
alert. That's all we'll say. Spoiler alert.
Chandler Park is going to be managed by Abyss, or Joseph Park,
Yeah.
and it's Ethan Page. Thus when things couldn't get any more fucked up with Abyss.
I'll let you continue on. I don't know what to say to this.
I just think it's mad how they're wasting what is being touted as a great independent signing on a nonsense storyline.
Oh, and don't make me laugh.
Go on.
They hyped up the big massive pay-per-view, didn't they?
Yeah.
Grado versus Abyss. If Grado wins, he keeps his job. If he loses, he's gone.
Go on.
Do you know what the result was?
He lost.
He lost, which means
He's gone.
he's gone.
But everyone knew his time was coming to an end in GFW. His visas ran out, hasn't it?
Which is a shame.
So, does that mean at Fear and Loathing he
Is
makes a comeback to
Yeah.
ICW?
Potentially. It just didn't scream that way in the storyline, though. But then again, TNA are trying to pretty much have everything dodgy finish anyway.
Well, they're trying to have the cake, eat it, and distribute it out.
Because you know what makes it even worse?
Go on.
Who made a return at Bound for Glory? Like they advertised throughout the damn show. Alberto El Patron.
Right.
Oh, he's back. Then they turned him heel, threatening the commentators. Then they had him walking around backstage.
Did they stick Paige in a mask again in the crowd?
No idea. I couldn't care less. To make matters worse, right? He then interrupted the finish of the match by knocking out both competitors and then putting Eli Drake onto Johnny Impact.
Right.
1, 2, 3, and he walks off smiling. It just didn't make any sense.
It just didn't scream out, good finish to you.
No. If you watched it, it just screamed. It would have been better him costing in the match and letting Eli Drake go for the pin.
Fair play. Well, that's enough for Impact for me.
No. We're not done yet.
Go on.
We've got to get to the finger yet.
What?
If I'm not mistaken. Rockstar.
Rockstar Spud?
Yep.
Go on.
Rockstar Spud
Another
has
British talent that Impact have fucked up with on the visas.
more than one. Oh, messed up twice because one, they messed up his visa. Right now, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's not so bad." Do you know what that also meant? He couldn't wrestle
Anywhere.
anywhere in America because they messed up his visa. Well done. So
It is an absolute shame.
and he's a great hand.
Yeah.
Absolute great hand.
Steady, consistent.
Consistent worker. Knows how to be entertaining as hell. I've seen it in person myself. And he couldn't even well because they messed up his visa.
We were doing some work earlier today on some projects, and you showed me a picture from 8 years ago
Yeah.
of Rockstar Spud at,
FCW.
which was a brilliant picture, but it just emphasises how far
He's come.
he has come on.
And he has come on. A long way. He's been, he's always been a good entertainer. Always been a great tie fighter. Always
Yeah.
good worker. And rumour has it, he will not be unemployed for very long.
No.
Because there's a rumour going around that he could be being hired by the WWE to go straight into 205 Live.
Yeah. Or the UK division.
Either way, fantastic work that is. Absolutely great work. What more can you ask for? And I'm pretty sure that they'll get the visa right.
Yeah. Well, they've probably got a department just focused on it.
On it, yeah. So there's some great news straight away. In other news, another UK talent could be making a return on Raw this week.
Go on.
Paige.
Yes. Even though I expected to see her on SmackDown, not Raw.
There's a rumour that she's going to be making a visit on Raw.
No, I fully expect to see her on SmackDown.
Fair enough.
The blue brand needs her more than the red brand. If she goes on Raw, she gets fed to Asuka.
If she goes on Raw, she'll just pretty much go, right, unless you are
Sasha,
Nia,
or Alexa Bliss,
or Asuka, go under here.
Yeah. If you're a female wrestler at the moment, you want to be on SmackDown.
I couldn't agree more. Because at least they're doing something different on SmackDown lately.
Yeah, they're giving everyone a chance. Like, they're trying to evolve the whole
Division. And especially with the whole James Ellsworth.
But I want to talk about that last.
That's fine.
So, last night, you were at United again.
Yep.
So, why don't you fill the audience in on what happened at United Wrestling?
Well, straight off the bat, we had some great matches, 5 matches if I'm not mistaken.
Just the 5. Yeah, just the 5.
It was just the 5, and we started off with an absolute great start because, well, in actual fact, we didn't even know who was involved in the first match because it was more of an open challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because United management had let Johnny Alpha have the night off.
Well, it wasn't that he had the night off, it was just due to booking schedulings and everything because they had to change over due to the short notice because unfortunately, due to a busy schedule, the venue found out that the usual show, which would have normally been the last Friday of the month, couldn't happen because it double booked. So instead, the United show had to move by 2 weeks earlier. So unfortunately, due to that, that meant busy schedules being recalculated and everything. So instead of Bjorn versus one of the Alpha Brothers, possibly for the Light Heavyweight Championship, we ended up having Bjorn coming out, being so brave and doing an open challenge, and even stated he will take on any man or woman. and to his shock and awe, Sean O'Shea answered the call. Now, this is just going to be a bit of a quick speed through of the results. We had Bjorn versus Sean O'Shea, which, if I'm not mistaken, Sean O'Shea managed to get the victory. However, with that, she literally got a bit of a quick roll up and managed to get the surprise 3 count. Unfortunately, straight after, Bjorn wasn't happy with this, made out issued another challenge, which he quickly decided to change his mind and absconded as Big Rich arrived. Now, with this, Big Rich came out. United officially stated, now we've got Big Rich out, we need a new his official opponent coming out, which was actually myself, unfortunately. And you'll find out why I just said unfortunately, as if I'm not mistaken, I ended up losing the match. Because if I'm not mistaken, I remember getting some jukes and jabs in, ducks and dives, and then I got hit by a 4-ton truck.
I've just found the license plate of that truck as well.
You actually found it?
Yeah.
Could I have the details? Because I want to sue for that truck hitting me.
Yeah, it was 6 BAR.
6 BAR. Oh, you were there yourself. How hard did he hit me?
I felt sorry for you. That doesn't happen often.
That doesn't happen often, and if I'm not mistaken, weren't you the one who paid him?
Oh yeah, and he did his job.
How much did he do his job?
I got my money's worth.
If I'm not mistaken, you also got interest. Apologise to my ribs.
No.
Because if you remember, what ended up happening?
We dropped the mother of all elbows.
While I was completely out of it. So then I was, if I'm not mistaken, at least one thing I left under my own power. Barely. But if I'm not mistaken, he's quite proud of himself at the moment.
Yes.
Quite proud. If I'm not mistaken, he says on Facebook, if I recall, he literally stated the following words. Like I said last night, we're not here for dancing. I'm here to conquer. And what happened? He destroyed me.
He just ran through you.
Yeah, you did hit me like a speed bump. I will say, you did run over me.
A speed bump slows someone down. I don't think you really slowed him down.
True.
You were just like a little road work. He just went round you.
If he went round me, I would have been hit. Right. Let me just point this out. You stated you destroyed me. If you destroyed me, why am I still able to talk right now? If you're going to do a job, make sure you finish it. I state. If you're going to destroy something, you put them out, as in not to come back. Guess what? Yes, what you did was impressive. And I will admit, you caught me by surprise. I probably underestimated you. Will that happen again?
Yes.
Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I will not make the same mistake twice. And I will say, if I do actually meet you in the squared circle, I will make sure you know who you're in the ring with.
The next match was my favourite match of the night, which was a cruiserweight match.
Which was
Ritmo.
Ritmo versus Dante Durden.
Yeah, brilliant match. It's had absolutely everything. So, matches that I go and watch, what I look for is a story, a little bit of comedy, because it's a bit of scene, you go and get a bit of comedy involved, and a good wrestling aspect. And this had everything crammed in to 15 minutes of constant action.
If I recall, you dubbed this your match tonight. Unfortunately, yeah. I couldn't see this match as I was getting checked on by medical.
My only problem is, how does the referee miss a sword on inspection?
Really? It didn't look that sharp.
I think it hurt the crown jewels. Dante might not be having kids again. It was probably the quickest snip he's ever experienced.
I'd be fine.
His arsehole was turned into the stone that Excalibur's sword was placed in.
Ooh. So basically, you're saying his arsehole is the river of the lake.
Basically. But great match. Dante steals one with the illegal schoolboy.
That he did. And
but
then
a great match. And then we had intermission, which gave me the chance to top my glass up.
You topped up your glass. You topped up your glass while I was getting bandaged.
Yeah. And then match 4, we had Bert
Bridge versus Tommy Taylor.
Yes.
My tag team partner.
The better half of the tag team.
Not gonna argue. Not gonna argue because he is talented.
But quality match yet again. Nice and steady.
Tough
Some
story.
good fan interaction here.
Definitely. Especially with Bert Bridge being from up north.
Up north. Because northern boys love gravy.
And I will say, what was so surprising with this, and I will say, I actually caught the end of this match. The finish of this match was quite interesting.
Yeah, there was a series of finish attempts, and then finally, Tommy Taylor managed to whip him into the turnbuckle, and as Bert came out of the turnbuckle, he hit him with the super kick.
That he did. Which, if I'm not mistaken, originally, Bert was the one who attempted the Irish whip. It's just Tommy reversed it to manage.
No, he tried it before, and then Bert managed to. Bert tried the Irish whip, but he couldn't get it. Tommy then tried an Irish whip of his own. He didn't counter it. He tried it on his own, and he hard whipped him into the turnbuckle. Ooh. And on the walkout, walked straight into the super kick into the facial region.
Pretty much KO'd. And I will say, if you get super kicked, it's lights out.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just ask Stan.
Do you know who Stan was in that segment 10 years ago?
Yes.
There you go. That is a trivia question for anyone that's listening.
I know.
Respond back to us at in the comment section.
You can either respond to us in the comment section. You can either message us on Facebook, or even if you want to, you can even comment on the on Spreaker right now.
Yeah. So 2 interesting questions for you. 1, who was the security guard on Raw that come out and interfered in the Balor and Joe match
this week? On about?
Yeah. Who split them up? And then question 2, who was Stan?
Who was Stan? Who Shawn Michaels kicked?
Yes. Answers to be revealed next week.
They will be revealed next week.
We'll put the question up on the Facebook as well.
That we will.
And then if you reply back in the comment section.
Please do. Please do. It will be very interesting, that will be. And then we had the main event, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, which my only problem with the main event was it wasn't long enough.
But what a match it was.
Yeah.
Great match. Basically what you're saying is, the match was that great, you wanted more.
Yeah, really good match. I wish it had gone on for another 10 minutes.
Now, this match is a triple threat, so basically one pinfall was the decider. It was pitted between D-Mac, also known as Dean McManus,
Yeah.
versus Paul Malin,
The Predator.
versus White Tiger.
Great match.
Great match. All three of them know each other quite well.
Yeah.
And
There
you
was
can see
something
that
in there for everyone.
there was. It was just back and forth, to and fro. You could see that Malin and Dean had a bit of a to and fro on, bit of helping each other out as well. Teaming up against White Tiger, because in their minds they thought if they take White Tiger out, they can take each other on one-on-one.
Yeah. Or they're hoping White Tiger just won't be able to compete.
Correct. And with that, eventually it will come down to the big finish. And if I'm not mistaken, the big finish come when White Tiger hit the finishing blow.
Yeah. He hit one of the jumping UFC knee strikes.
Pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, knocking out D-Mac. However, just as he thought he had the pin, as he was going for the pinfall, what happened?
He gets shoved out the ring by Malin, and Malin runs in and steals one.
Steals one.
And then he starts to do his lap of honour.
His lap of honour. Quickly cheerful of the victory, knowing he's got another chance at the United Championship
against
Johnny Concrete,
which will be at the next show, which is in January, which, as announced yesterday, is where all your United Wrestling shows will take place on the last Friday of the month.
That it will be. At the where at?
At the Abbey Suburban Club.
The Abbey Alton Suburban Club, yeah. Always a great night. Always. But after the match, though, if I'm not mistaken, D-Mac tried to cheap shot White Tiger.
Yeah, and White Tiger was having none of it, and he sent him packing.
But, if I'm not mistaken,
to send the crowd home happy.
It did, but there was some big news, though, announced on, after that as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble.
There was a Royal Rumble at the next United show, so anybody can potentially become the next number one contender.
Unless James Matt Burns, and you've only ever won one Battle Royal in the whole career.
Why did you say Battle Royal?
What?
Why did you say Battle Royal?
Well, it's like a Battle Royal, isn't it? Royal Rumble, Battle Royal.
You said I've won one.
You have won one, haven't you?
No.
Oh, right.
So it's much worse. Damn it! Come close.
I thought you had a record like Big Show's.
No, mine's far worse. Mine's far worse.
So you got no chance of being the Scorpion King.
Do I really want to be in the Scorpion King?
That is brilliant. Have you seen when The Rock comes in and tells Big Show he got the Scorpion King role because he won the Royal Rumble that year? Brilliant.
It makes you more funny about that. Did you actually remember that year?
Yeah.
Officially. Who won it? Actually.
The Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
It was a tie.
No.
Go on.
Big Show had actually won it.
No.
They actually had video evidence of Rock's feet hitting the floor first.
Yeah, but
It doesn't matter.
So then, right then, now before our episode ends, I think this is a good time to speak about the James Ellsworth.
Yes. I'll let you continue.
So James Ellsworth had the first intergender match since, can you name it? And this is one-on-one, not tag match.
1-on-1.
Yeah.
Stephanie versus Vince.
No. Lita versus Heath Slater. From Raw 1000.
Yes. Was that really a match?
Yes, it is down in the record books that Lita won via a moonsault.
Okay, I'll accept it.
But that is the first intergender match to happen since that last one.
And that's a long while.
That is nearly 6 years since that's happened. So that is going back quite a fair distance.
That it is.
So, keep your eye out on that, folks.
Do keep your eye out.
But you might see a little bit more now of James Ellsworth on 205 Live. Because he's now split up from Carmella, supposedly.
Not officially.
Because he's gone like into a...
Going against...
what can I call it?
Tweener?
He's gone submissive.
Very.
But he doesn't like Becky Lynch. So will we actually see a physical fight between the two? We saw a bit of shoving, but there was no big moves between the two.
Didn't she Bexplex him?
I mean, there's no big moves between the two, so it was one-sided.
Yeah.
Very much her hitting him and him taking it.
No comment to that.
But we might see Ellsworth on 205 Live. We might see him dismissed.
Who knows? Could this be the end of Ellsworth?
Hopefully not.
Could this be the end of any man with two hands has a fighting chance?
So, this is the part where we usually do any other business.
Any other business?
We have one big piece of news.
Go on.
I'll let you announce it, because you have done the bulk of the work on this.
I like how you've did that then. I appreciate that. It did take a lot of time and effort. Now, we do actually have some big news, and if I'm not mistaken, I actually did state last week we had some big news. And this is the reason why we haven't officially done the Academy review of the last show, of the previous show, yet, or this show yet.
The Academy from this show, we also had to...
If I'm not mistaken, we had some complications, and we had to...
they had some complications, we had a solution.
We had a solution, and we ended up having to borrow our equipment.
So, that'll be wrote in the next couple of weeks or so. However, the United Wrestling article has been wrote, just in the final stages of editing, that could be out hopefully, maybe tomorrow night, or maybe halfway through next week.
Correct. Now, this big news is if you're not mistaken, where has the Burning Truth pages been?
They've been on your website.
Yes, which I didn't mind. However, my website's is going to be getting updated. Something's going to be missing, and I'd like to apologise for this. The Burning Truth is going off my website.
And where's he going to?
Now, everyone's like I just said. That's what everyone's saying. Well, you can't do that. Where's it going to go? That's the thing. We're about to announce right now where it's going to go. Where's it going to go?
It's going to go to its own webpage.
Its own webpage.
We acquired the rights halfway through this year for our own webpage. It took us a little bit of time developing it because we've done it ourselves.
We've been to and fro and back and forth, coming up with plans and everything.
What a lot of people don't understand is most of the things we produce and everything like that, they are done, edited and supplied by us.
By us. Basically.
We don't have an editing team.
No.
We don't have someone who designs all our shit for us. We do everything.
Well, we do have a designer, sort of.
Okay. We
that...
pay someone to do the logos, but we don't have someone who designs a web page, who designs the formats that we use.
Yes.
We do all that ourselves.
We've worked hard on this.
Due to our backgrounds, we decided that we can do the same sort of job between the two of us, because one of us will have an idea on roughly most things. If we haven't, then we'll pay for it to be outsourced.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the idea. Now, the good news is, if I'm not mistaken, what's the website? What's the web link?
It is www.theburningtruth.
.co.uk. So with that, folks, if you just let you go onto that web page right now, you will actually see the Burning Truth is up and live.
And it's live. And you can catch this episode there.
Right now.
Now.
Right now, airing live right now. Which is always a great feature.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is, if you ever want to actually catch us live now, you haven't just got one place to catch us.
No, you can catch us live via the website.
Via the website, which will be on the homepage.
So, go on there, have a look at that. Now, before we go, put yourself over.
Well, if anyone wants to get in touch with us, we have our usual places like social media, Facebook, Twitter. We've even got Instagram. What else have we got?
We've got our usual colleagues, so we've got the UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
UKWA.
We'd like you to carry on watching ourselves. Team 4-Star.
Team 4-Star.
Changes,
Botchamania. And we do recommend changes because it is a good cause and it does help support healthy minds.
And just again, look at our website. There's going to be blogs, there's going to be all sorts going on there over the next month or so.
Yes, another one I need to recommend as well is a band. My brain's just gone dead.
But it's the same band.
The same band as usual, The New Breed. But with our website, like you just said, we'll be writing blogs and everything. And the good thing about it is, with the general blogs section, it's not all going to be wrestling.
No. Be general things on how we're feeling, what's happened during the days. And we might relate it back to wrestling.
There might be some topics on wrestling. There might even be some topics on another interest that we do. That we both do, if I'm not mistaken. Gaming.
But no, there'll be all sorts.
There'll be all sorts.
There'll be something for everyone.
And I will definitely recommend anybody to check it out. And if you've got any feedback, let us know.
Yeah, just leave us a comment.
Leave us a comment. Or if necessary, on some of our articles or reviews. We even have its own...
comment section.
Comment section.
But no, so that's a nice place to end it on this week.
That it is.
So, we hope you've enjoyed it. Catch us at the new and the old places. But other than that, folks, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, and we'll hopefully catch you either at the next interview, next review, or the next broadcast. And with that, catch you later, and most likely next week. See ya.